regular monthly board meeting of the Ambridge Area School District Board of Directors on Wednesday, March 16, 2022 is now called to order. Do we have our high school students here for the flag salute? We do. Awesome. You can come forward. And can everyone else please rise? So you guys can go ahead and start and we'll follow in with you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I believe you also have your student council report tonight.
Yes, it's my pleasure to introduce some members of our student council. They will introduce themselves and talk to you a little bit about their experience this year. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anita Simoniak. I'm the 11th grade officer for Student Council, and this is our Student Council statement. Re-energizing Student Council during the pandemic has been challenging, but we are heading in a positive direction as normalcy slowly returns. Our goals of leadership, supporting the development of students in leadership skills and knowledge, service helping to build a climate of caring and tolerance through volunteerism and service to others, student voice, promoting student council as the voice of the student body and giving every student an opportunity to be heard, engagement, encouraging students to become involved in school and community through leadership and decision making have been remaining the focus of our club for now and the future.
All right, my name is Morgan McKay. I am the senior student council president, and I'd like to start us off by talking about how student council has decided to undertake through the 2021 and 2022 second semester project of updating the glass cases. There are cases located all around the high school. You probably saw some on the way in. And leading this project is student council, me. It's also my senior project. So our primary goal is to just not completely take over and redo basically all of the glass cases. We just want to revise them and basically just make them a lot more aesthetically pleasing, more more personable and help raise school spirit. So if you take a look at the ones right in front of the gym, they're kind of they don't really have that much school spirit. They don't really have any trophies or anything. And the most important thing we want to redo is just update them. Because if you look around and look at all of the trophies that we have, they are from the 2000s, early 2000s. But we have a lot more trophies from last year or even this year that show our most recent student accomplishments that they probably just want to show off. So that's our main project of the year, and now we're going to go right into fundraising.
Hi, how are you guys today? My name is Francis Aguirre. I'll be discussing a fundraiser for our student council. There are currently about $534.64 for our student council. So I was planning on we were planning on doing different fundraisers for next year. There are possible cookie sales. We have bubble tea sales. One time when I was a freshman, I ran a marathon for somebody's senior project. I remember I won 3rd place in my age division. It was a lot of fun. I'm sure that, I don't know if they were associated with the student council, but it might be a good idea to try again since COVID is probably dying down. Not gonna lie, I'm not too updated on the situation. Bake sales, there are a lot of different ideas we can do for fundraising for our student council, especially as a team. Not anybody can pitch into it, that's what makes it so fun to do. Thank you, that's all I have.
Hi, my name is Ashley Mickle. I am here to talk about the Youth Ambassador Program at Ambridge. They did a lot for the community as well as the school. They put community signs about positivity and self-love around the community. They provided us with a student resource page, connections with other schools to give ideas and engage with other people, or classmates, sorry. And we want to host a student ambassador meeting for the fellow districts that involved for the 2022-2023 school year. Thank you.
Along with student council, I'm also part of the student advisory. We're a group of students in the school who we're working with Ms. Zupsik. It's more of like class leaders or club presidents. And the thing that we're recently doing is she gave us a copy of the student handbook, and we've been given about 2 weeks. We're having a meeting Friday on it, and we're going to put any input that us, our fellow classmates, feel that should be maybe added into the student handbook, should be taken out, some things that we agree with, don't agree with. We're generally just a voice for the student body, and we want to make sure that everybody's okay with the rules that are going in and out of our school.
Thank you very much for that update and for coming tonight. Thank you. We're very happy to have you. This meeting is being recorded for district purposes. It is or may be published in part or in its entirety on the district's website without the express permission of meeting participants. Can I have a roll call, please? Mr. Carpenter?
Here.
Mr. Davis?
Here.
Mrs. Fisher? Here. Ms. Zerko? Here. Mr. Heber?
Here.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Here.
Mrs. Smith? Here. Mr. Zaggi?
Here.
Mrs. Romasco? Here. All present. Can I have the sunshine law, please? Board of School Directors held an executive session on Wednesday, March 17th to discuss personnel matters subject to attorney-client privilege and other confidentiality. Thank you. Do we have any correspondence? Thank you. Can I have a motion to accept or correct the minutes of Wednesday, February 9th, 2022, meet and discuss non-voting and voting meeting, and Wednesday, February 16th, 2022 board meeting?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Motion to accept the treasurer's report dated February 2022.
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We do not have any amendments or addendums to the agenda for this evening, and we're going to now move forward onto recognition and presentation. Mrs. Smith and I will be recognizing the math counts winners. So can Ms. Simpson and Mr. Freed please come forward with your students this evening?
I probably don't need a microphone. On Thursday, February 17th, 11 students from Ambridge Area Middle School participated in the Beaver County Math Counts competition held online through the Art of Problem Solving website. Beaver County chapter is sponsored by the Pennsylvania Society of Professional Engineers. Coached by teachers Glenn Freed and Ashley Simpson, the competing students were Allison Bittner. Come forward, please, and accept your certificate. Eden DeMuth. No? Parker Isel. Noah Fabrizio. Owen Hammond. Congratulations. You're getting the wrong one. J.R. Coster. Colin Meadows. Jana Rusnak. Congratulations. Cooper Scheidemantel. Abby Smith. Hannah Tier. Congratulations. The competition featured 43 students from schools across Beaver County. Students independently competed in the Spirit Round of 30 no calculator questions within 40 minutes, and the Target Round for 4 sets of 2 calculator questions within 6 minutes for each set. Then Jana Rusnak, Hannah Tier, J.R. Coster, and Parker Isel worked together on a team round of 10 questions. The final individual results had 4 Ambridge students in the top 10 of the county level. Allison Bittner ranked 5th overall. Congratulations. J.R. Coster ranked 6th. Jana Rusnak ranked 8th. And Hannah Tier ranked 10th. Only the top 4 ranked students from this county competition are invited to the state competition. Congratulations to everyone. Well done. Sure. Moving on to the high school student of the month. Can I have Leah Fritz? That's the 12th grade student of the month for high school. Will Gruka? 11th grade student of the month. Zoe Elias? 10th grade student of the month. Sheridan Olenek? That was the 9th grade student of the month. High school extra effort. Morgan McKay, 12th grade representative. Are you here? Kamaj A. Phillips, the 11th grade representative. Trinity Stubbs, the 10th grade representative. Lillian Ruckert, the 9th grade representative. The middle school student of the month, Michaela Lebeck from 8th grade. Isabella Rivera from 7th grade. Madison Curry from 6th grade. The middle school extra effort award winners were Nora Marchanda, 8th grade. Alexis Saguero Diaz, 7th grade. Olivia Leahy, 6th grade. Congratulations to all of them in the secondary level. We also have one listed from Economy Elementary. The student of the month went to Kaden Ilnicki, a 5th grader. Can you come up and get your certificate? Congratulations.
Go, Caden.
Good job, well done. Thank you, congratulations everyone.
Moving on to public comment. At this time, district residents may come forward to comment on agenda items only. Each person must state their first and last name and address prior to speaking. Each resident will be allowed only 3 minutes and can speak only once. This period for public comment prior to the standing committee reports will be limited to 1/2 hour. Although not required, board members desiring to address questions or concerns may do so after the residents' comments or questions, or at the conclusion of the committee reports. There will still be an opportunity for residents to comment on any business relevant to the Ambridge Area School District under old and new business at the end of the meeting. Okay. So at this point, we would now like to introduce the Wilson Group, who would like this opportunity to present their agreement with the district at this time. Good evening.
Hi, my name is Vinny DeLeonibus, and this is Michael Vaughn with the Wilson Group. And I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys tonight, and appreciate the time that you've taken to consider the proposal that we've given to Dr. Pasquarella in the district. We're a local company based here in the Pittsburgh region in RADC Park North near Blawnock, PA. And we've grown our business over the last 10 years in the copier and printer business and other workflow solutions. But the majority of what we do is in school districts, about 70% of our business. And we're owned by a gentleman named Derek Wilson, who we tried to have some technical difficulties tonight. He's in Florida, and he wanted to zoom in, but where he is, it's not, it wouldn't be good right now. But what we did, we're just texting about was, hopefully this is successful. And part of what we're going to, or what we're offering, is a presentation of a scholarship to an Ambridge graduating student, as well as other financial donation. And so either next month or in May, we'll come and we'll give him those real big checks, and he'll come and and meet everybody. But we have been very successful in the school districts by being people that are accountable, and we have in fact worked in the past with Dr. Pasquarella, and I think he can attest to what we've done. In Beaver County, we most recently started working with Aliquippa, and just today installed equipment at Beaver Falls. So we're in the region. Believe that we provide it'll be better service for the district, better equipment, and most importantly, we're able to do it at a pretty substantial cost savings to the district, about 10% annually, somewhere in the neighborhood of $12,000. So wanted to, obviously thank you for the opportunity to be here. For any questions that you guys have about us, the solution we put forward, our company, how we work, anything like that, we're more than happy to. Wanted to touch real quick on the scholarship. It's actually very near and dear to all of us at the Wilson Group. It's actually called the Kyle B. Wilson Scholarship Fund that the monies come from. And that is Derek Wilson's son, who passed away in 2007 or 8. Ooh, I think it's 8. Kyle was a junior in high school at Central Catholic and passed away from actually a football injury, a head injury. And Derek wanted to continue Kyle's legacy by helping students get to whatever it is that they wanted to do in education, whether that's college, a trade and technical school, whatever it is. So we've been able to grow this foundation through our business. 5% of our business every month goes to the foundation. We do a number of other fundraisers throughout the year. I think the foundation has donated about $150,000 worth of scholarships in the last 10 years. So it has been really successful, and it is really growing. We've just partnered with Cam Johnson of the Phoenix Suns. He's really helping with that program. So it is something we're excited to get out to every school district, and fortunately for you guys right here. So somebody will graduate with $2,000 not to worry about for school. So if there's any questions, we'd be happy to answer those for you. If not, we very much appreciate the opportunity.
I just wanted to say thank you for investing into the community, into our kids, and I understand it's a business transaction, but you guys made it more than that, just by looking at the deal that's in place. So just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
And we need more folks like you, more businesses like you too.
We would agree with you. and we always like to say that we've been able to grow this business to how we have, because it's just people doing business with people. And we always say if we don't take care of the communities that we live and work in, then who will? So we're right on the page with that.
And Vinny mentioned additional monies, down the road. We actually just donated. Derek and the Wilson Group's been open for 10 years. We just finished $1 million in donations given back over that time. So, we truly believe in working with the communities that we're going to work with. I heard what you were saying earlier in regards to needing to give back and do different things. So you're always having fundraisers and things like that. We want to be a part of those things throughout this, because we don't want it to be a 5-year contract. We want it to be a partnership. So we look forward to hopefully joining you and continuing a partnership with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the
Really
opportunity.
appreciate it. Moving on to committee reports, under Education and Technology, Mrs. Smith and Mr. Zachi.
Thank you, Madam President. Under Education and Technology, I make a motion accepting items 1 through 5 this evening.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher? Yes. Ms. Fitzko? Yes. Mr. Keever?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith? Yes. Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under Finance and Budget and Buildings and Grounds, Mr. Carpenter and Mr. Keeber.
Madam President, it's recommended to approve 1 through 7 as written. Or, I'm sorry, 1 through 11 as written.
Second.
Any board discussion? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher? Yes. Ms. Fitzko? Yes. Mr. Keever?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith? Yes. Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under Athletics and Public Relations, Mr. Zachi and Ms. Fitzko.
Thank you. It's a motion is made for the one item for athletic training services to approve this item.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Any board discussion? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher? Yes. Ms. Fitzko? Yes. Mr. Keever?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith? Yes. Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under Steering and Rules and Legislative, Mrs. Kehoe and Mrs. Fisher.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to accept items 1 through 4 as presented.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion? Okay. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher? Yes. Mrs. Fitzko? Yes. Mr. Keever?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith? Yes. Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under Personnel and Salary Schedule and Labor Relations, Mr. Cephas and Mrs. Smith.
Would you like to take it, Mrs. Smith?
Sure, go for it.
Oh, me?
Oh, you-
I thought you said I'd like you to go. Sure, let's approve, I'm making a motion to approve 1 through 10 this evening.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher? Yes. Ms. Fitzko? Yes. Mr. Keever?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith? Yes. Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I do not have anything under President's Address for this evening. Solicitor Turnbull, do you have anything under your report?
I don't, thank you.
Dr. Pascarella, your report?
Just wanted to again thank the students who were in attendance tonight. It was great to see them and congratulate them on all of their efforts. And also all of our contractors that we approved tonight that worked diligently through negotiations to try to help the district. We really appreciate that. Thank you. And I'd also like, I'd also like to thank Ms. Heath for her work today on the budget. And I know we have a long way to go, but I do appreciate your work and your presentation today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pascarella. It is now time for old and new business. Any district resident who desires to comment on any business relevant to the Ambridge Area School District should now come forward. Each person must state their first and last name and address prior to speaking. Each person will be allowed 3 minutes and can speak only once.
Hi.
Hi.
Brittany Heisong, 393 Daly Avenue. So I have a question first about new business. The contract between Roads Transit in our school district. In the email that you had sent out to parents about closing State Street, it was that it was going to stay open for next year, but it didn't talk about future dates. Does the contract with the busing company include the buses going to and from State Street for the 5-year contract?
So I would say that included in the contract right now was based upon service and the number of buses that we have, and it's anticipated as we were beginning to work on that and then postponed it that we would need the same number of physical buses, hopefully not more. That is anticipated. I can't say that that is 100% true, but in the work that we did, it appears that we would need the same amount of buses. So it would just come down to fuel, and the fuel in regards to that, we contract separately through a consortium for fuel costs. So to be honest, we believe that there would be enough equipment to do the job. We didn't finalize that as we stopped in the process, but at an initial look, we do believe that it would include enough equipment if that decision was made.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
And then for old business, about the closing, I know that's old. I know the email was sent out, everything's kind of blown over, but I just wanted to have this on the record as well, just for future, if it would come back up. But the day after the appraisal, there was a Howard Hanna vehicle at State Street Elementary. We weren't sure if that was related to the appraisal. Wasn't sure if other board members knew about it, just like how some didn't know about the appraisal. So I just wanted to have that on record, that was spotted at the school, just for future, just to have that. So that was all. I just wanted to bring that up.
Does that conclude your comments? I should have said that.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Okay. Sorry, we're just trying for procedures to make sure all your questions.
Yep. No, that's fine. I just wanted
so
to.
I'll answer that anyway. As far as my knowledge goes, I'm not aware of any Howard Hanna and what that might be from where I sit. I don't know if anyone else is. But, I have no idea. So it could be a parent or something.
Okay.
But I did want to just make one other statement, sort of in superintendent's report, but since you're here tonight, and Mr. Carpenter, as well as other board members today, shared about, if you heard him, I don't know if you were here yet, you may not have been, it might have been part of the budget, but he shared about how we just need to really go out there and share about how great our schools are. So, and I know they are, and I've heard that from you and many other people, and I believe that too. And I think what he challenged each and every one of us is, and I need your help, not you, just you personally, all of us together, I think is the idea, to really get out there and just share how great it is, because it is. And those buildings are great, and we just really need to do everything we can to make sure that we both retain, first and foremost, the students, get them engaged, and also hopefully even get enough energy to get some folks to come back, because I think that's really important. And I saw the passion and the way that you spoke and the belief that you have in our school district, and I appreciate that, and just hope that you'll help us share that message.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I will, and I have, and I will continue to do so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments this evening?
Hi, Caitlin Sipes, 1001 Charles Street in Baden. Mr. Carpenter, thank you for, recognizing the community with what we were saying on Facebook and stuff, We love the district, and, we don't want to see State Street close, and Brittany and I are both on the PTO, and, our board has been trying to come up with ideas on how to save the school, how to get parents at the school, at the district, and one idea that I was able to come up with is we need to, I don't think we're going to be able to get a lot of students back from the charter schools. I think what we need to do is stop them from going to the charter schools in general. So what I thought was we need to, as a district, go to the preschools that are in the community. Wise Little Owl, there's one in Conway. All of the ones that are in this area have either like the superintendent go, the principals go, have, you know, like read stories, something showing that we care about these children coming to us, having field trips to our elementary schools at the, you know, for these preschools. Something, we need to do something with these preschoolers, because both of our kids went to Wise Little Owl, and it's astonishing how many kids go to Baden Academy that are from Wise Little Owl. So we need to do something as a district.
I think that's a really good idea, Dr. Pasquarello, is that I know in the past we have done field trips from some of the preschools. I don't know about all of them. I just know my kids have attended through the years. Field trips at the end of the year for kindergarten, like orientation type of thing, but can we do a little bit more of that moving forward?
I mean, I think it's definitely something to explore. One thing I was thinking about too is events where we have, you know, partnering with the PTA and PTO to have the kids and their parents come to learn more about the schools, what you're offering, what we're offering. So I think, you know, that's beneficial, especially at that age. In particular, you have to kind of involve the parents, because ultimately they're making the decision at that age for the most part where the students are going to go, and they'd probably feel a lot more comfortable with when we were doing those activities if they were present. So
Yeah.
maybe that's something, you know, you could reach out to Mrs. Hoover and myself, and we could all work together and try to come up with some kind of events at the local elementaries
Yeah.
in conjunction maybe with the other PTA, PTOs, and really try to advertise and see if we can get some people to come, both school representatives and yourselves, because I think hearing from parents themselves is really powerful too. So I'm interested if you wanted to think about that, either work with Mrs. Hoover and then she'll work with me, and we'll
Yeah.
try to bring the other elementaries on, or you could email me directly. That'd be fine. That'd be great.
All
I
right.
appreciate your support.
Thank you.
If you need contact information also for any of the PTOs or PTAs, let us know and we can help provide that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment this evening?
I just have one comment, and this is for Caitlin. I know a couple years ago when we looked into some things, one of the things we also found was that the daycares in the area were promoting Baden Academy and not the school district. And we were losing a lot of the little, you know, 3 and 4 year old, like the kindergarten kids, to Baden Academy because of that. So you are right about that. But like I said, it's not just the preschools, they're hitting up the daycares too.
We also have, just as a note for the general public, you know, we've continued to expand to the point where we have 5 classrooms. Granted, you have to qualify, but we have 5 pre-Ks in our buildings, which I think, you know, they're primarily to be used for the students within Ambridge area school districts. If we can't fill that, then we can expand outside. But that should be another thing, like we really try to advertise, but any help that we can get out there to let people know that, you know, to look into it and to see if they would in fact qualify and be interested. Because I think if they come into our schools, then they're going to meet friends there, they're going to like the school environment, you're going to get to see them and know them, and that should help. And, you know, I always think we started with 1 classroom, and now, you know, we've got another expansion grant. Here we sit with 5. So that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. So I know it can't be for every family, and there are some criteria, but for as many as we can, we should try to work on that too. So any help with getting that word out, and we do a lot to get the word out, but anywhere you might be able to let Mrs. Hoover know or myself know where we can be dropping off that advertising would be helpful too. So thank you.
Any other public comment this evening? So we do have one other board member with a library report this evening. Mr. Zachi, you have one from Ambridge, I believe.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Stephens and I have the pleasure of sitting on the Lachlan Memorial Library Board. Also, Tom's wife sits on it also. Just a few things. I met and spoke with the director down there, Julie, the other day. she just wants to, I want to try to promote the library itself, since it's not only in our community, but it's the foundation of what we can do for our kids. They were just awarded, some may have seen it on Facebook, a matching grant from the state. Totals $227,000 in matching funds. So they have that in their capital fund, and they were matched by the state with that. They're going to plan on using that for a new roof that's leaking currently, some new outside lighting, security, and then they're going to do something to clean the stone building. So the library in the next, I think she said 18 months, they have to have it done by next August. So you'll see a brand new building, almost, inside and out. They have two things going on now. Because of Mr. Cephas, I understand they're bringing back the American Girl Tea Party as a fundraiser. Currently May 1st. Tickets are going fast. If anybody's interested, it's the young girls with parents, mothers, grandparents, whatever, who wants to come. And then with your permission, Dr. Pasquarella, they also want to promote a teen reading lounge. I can give you the flyer that she handed me to pass to the principals if necessary. They got an $8,000 grant. It's an hour program, and they have to complete so many hours within a certain period of time to retain that money. The kids get a free book, and then it's not necessarily a counseling session, but they're open to speak how they want on issues, both in what they read and just normal activity. So they're having very low turnout for that. So if we can promote that for them and get some of our teens involved, she would appreciate that. That's all I had, Mr. Tom.
No, I thank you, Matt, for that. By the way, I was just listening to the young ladies there, but also to the library's initiative. An idea just popped into my head of a PTO coalition. Meaning State Street. You have. I'm drawing a blank here of all our. Yeah, there you go. And I don't know what the status is of all the elementary PTO teams just yet, but just hearing the passion from you guys, if you wanted to get with the other PTOs from the other elementaries, but also the library have a lot of things over the summer to where mothers bring their kids for reading days, things of that nature. I mean, that's a great time to to grab some of those kids and just to promote the school district. Because I just love the idea. But a lot of times PTO is separate, it's isolated. Say, oh, this is my school, this is your school. As a district, we need all the firepower that we have. So marry that to the library, because they got the same exact mountain they're trying to climb. Thank you.
Thank you both. All right, a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.